Oh, hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. You join me a little bit more out of breath than I would have liked to have been. Just walking along the top of the lovely Arbroath cliffs here. We're here today for the second annual comp up in Arbroath, winter comp, organised by Alan Saunders. Does a brilliant job with all the organising. He puts in so much effort through the year to be able to put on these competitions for us, so huge thanks to him and to all the sponsors who are also part of this comp. Nice! So it's a really good, well organised event, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, but I'm a bit late, and as a result of it I'm having to walk along the top of the cliffs a lot faster than I wanted to get to the marks, and I suspect that most of the marks are probably going to be gone, so I may well be walking for a lot longer than I actually want to be. But anyway, we'll keep going and just basically keep walking till we find a spot to fish. And we'll get down, get set up, show you the rods and the bait that we're using, and get ready for that 3 o'clock kickoff. Okay, any of you who know the cliffs well may recognise whereabouts I am, but first 3-4 marks that I've checked have all been taken already, which is a bit of a shame. So still walking, still going. Let's go and check up this path, see if I can find somewhere where we can maybe get a rod in the water. But yeah, a bit of a shame. I wanted to fish the bit which I knew from last year. Better the devil you know, as the saying goes. I'm just gonna have to try somewhere completely new this year. That's always good, a bit of experimenting. It's just, you never know what you're going to get. I don't really know these marks well enough. There's a few I had in my pocket, but they are all gone. Same with these ones down here, all gone. Blimey. Might be going back to the car at this rate. Well, that was one hell of a hike. Finally found a bit where I'm happy to fish. Never fished it before, but given that we're fishing the whole of the ebb today for the competition, I wanted to get down as low as I could to the water. If I was up high on one of the cliffs, you know, I'd lose the water quite quickly. I mean, it is deep here, but I can't think of anything worse than having a 5 or 6 pounder on the end of your line and hauling it up the cliffs and it dropping off. People do it all the time and they catch plenty of fish, but I'd rather just play it safe and just bring it right up the rock. So I've scampered down here. I've actually left half of my tackle box up on the top of the cliff there because it was pretty hairy climbing down the rocks. But yeah, I've just brought like the bare essentials down here. And as I say, the good thing about this platform is I can just walk it down with the tide. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't expect anything will really happen until it at least starts to get dark, but there's actually some decent colour in the water, and at least there's some good movement out here in front of us. So maybe stand a chance. At this point in time, I don't even care if I'm nowhere near the runnings of the competition. The effort I put in to get to this mark, I'm just quite happy to get a fish to take back. Although that brings another problem of trying to get fish back up there because it's even more weight to take up, but we'll figure that out if and when it happens. So right, I'm going to take a breather now. I'm going to have a little rest, watch this rod for a couple of hours, probably not doing much until it gets dark. But if anything does happen, that camera will come back on. It's a lovely, lovely evening though. It's I know I walked down here, but I'm just in a sweater at the moment. I'm sure it will get cold later. Anyway, time to get a drink. So, quick look at the setup we're using today. So I've got the Pen Rival there, brilliant reel actually, not too expensive, and that's on its 3rd season now, so that's a really good reel. That's paired onto the Any Fish Anywhere 6 and bait. Really like this rod. I'm by no means a good caster, but it really helps. It's a nice, decent rod, and it's good for bringing the fish up the edge of the wall as well. And that's on the Shakespeare Salt tripod, really nice, sturdy tripod. Bait-wise today, what we're using actually is I've got some of these leftover cod bombs from WHA Baits, who unfortunately at the moment isn't actually making baits right now, maybe to come back in the future, but yeah, they're brilliant. That's just lug and some carp and mackerel all wrapped together, ready to go. Got some squid as well to go on there, and then later on when it gets dark I've got some coral sticks which hopefully will be pretty deadly, and I think there's a bit of rag
wrapped at the bottom there as well. So yeah, got a decent amount of bait there, so just need to get some fish. That one has been out there about 10 minutes now, so give it another few minutes and then we'll change the baits. But temperature's already dropped now, so I've got the coat on trying to keep warm. But yeah, it's a really nice evening. We just need some fish. Come on, the cod. Well, I really didn't actually expect that, but I brought that bait back in and it wasn't too bad, so I just wrapped a couple of black lug onto the end of it, chucked it back out, and within about 2 minutes I got a nice decent tap. Unfortunately, I got a bit too excited, lifted into it far too eagerly, and I think I just pulled the hook straight out of the mouth, so I should have let it go a bit longer. But that was pretty good to get a bite without even being dark. I really didn't expect it, so I've just done the same again, put another couple of lug over that same bait and popped it straight back out. So let's see if we can get lucky and see if that fish comes back. That's a good sign that there's fish on this mark, so I'm just going to tighten that line up a bit. Yeah, fingers crossed, be able to get something. Pretty good sign if there's fish there in the daylight already. I've just got another knock there. I'm going to try and let this one develop a bit more. It's not there at the moment. It was just a small little tap. I'm really impressed that that's two little knocks so far. It's a good sign. Good sign there might be some fish around. Just need to get them onto the shore, that's the thing now. We're obviously not feeding too aggressively yet. Just small little knocks, but definitely was a cod knock, definitely. Don't think this one's going to come back. Thing is, I'll probably put this in the tripod now, and the second I put it back down it will start bouncing around again. Let's just back that off a bit. Oh, come on, get a fish. There's got to be some out there then. Just got to land one now. So I normally fish the pulley, pennel or the dongle rig with a circle hook, but this time I'm just going with a normal J hook with a circle hook on the top with mackerel and some carp and a bit of lug on there. So I'm just going to pop this one on. It's all hook trace ready to go. So I'm going to reel this one in, put that on, and then I'll rebait this other one when we've put this one back out there. I reckon one more cast and then probably put the tip light on. So the good thing is I quite like with these rigs, so I use these Thermalinks and then I can just do that, take that hook length off, then that other one's on a swivel just ready to go, and that's it. Baited back up just like that, nice and quick. And then while this one's out there, I'll rebait that other hook length ready to go again. So let's, in fact actually I think I'm going to put that tip light on now. It's darkened down quite a lot, the light has. Hopefully there's a battery in here already. Yes, there is. There we go. Right. Let's get this out there and see what this one can find. Just try and stop that. Didn't want it to go too far. Wait for it to hit the bottom. There we go. On the bottom. quite weird fishing here compared to where I'm normally used to fishing, because it's a lot deeper, so you can actually feel the bait going down and dunk hitting the bottom, as opposed to at home where I'm used to fishing. It's pretty shallow, so you don't really get that. Right, I'm going to rebait up this other hook length and then see if that one can pick up a fish. That's kind of not really what I wanted to see, but I guess it saved the blank. Whoop. Whoop. Little potley there, coalfish. Go and put that back. Ooh, slippy on the old rocks. Well, as I say, not the cod which we were after, but at least it was a fish. Saved the blank, but we'd like the cod, please, not the coalfish. Can't really take those ones back. Let's get baited back up and get back out. Well, we're well into the darkness now. Well, not well into it, I think it's about 5 o'clock or something, but I don't know what it was, but I just had the biggest hit. I wasn't even expecting it. I was just getting loads of taps from coalies, just knock, 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 and I just thought I was just going to leave it out there for a little bit, and then suddenly, whomp, the rod just bent right down. The tripod like lifted off the ground and got dragged down. Pulled it up, and there was a ton of slack line, and then unfortunately nothing on the end of it. So I honestly not had a bite that big for a long, long time. Yeah, it just caught me completely by surprise. So yeah, I was really surprised. Also really annoying that it didn't get the fish which did it, because it obviously was a pretty decent fish. But up until that point, just as the sun dropped down, I was just getting loads and loads of coalie hits. Just had that one which I put on the camera, didn't catch any more, but I could just feel it, just like tap, 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 just lots of little rattles. But yeah, I don't know what that thing was. Hopefully there's more out there. So yeah, gonna wrap up and settle in and wait for a decent fish to come and take that bait. Well, we've just managed to get the first fish. Pretty good bite, and it's just over the limit, so I'll bring it over. Ooh. Just trying to unhook it here. There we go, first one. The legal limit for this competition is 40 centimetres, so it's slightly higher than the normal 35. This one's 45 centimetres, so that one's coming back to the weigh-in. So yeah, nice clean fish. We'll get another bait on and get that put back out there. Unfortunately, where I've had to put the tripod now, it's a bit too treacherous to take the camera down there as well, so I'm having to leave the camera higher up and then walk back down to the tripod. So anyway, I'm going to get this one dispatched, and then we'll see if we can pick up another. Well, I think unfortunately this is the way the night's going to go, because I am just getting absolutely plagued by these potleys. I mean, good size one, but yeah, I mean, I would rather cod, not these things. As soon as the bait goes in the water, it's just rattles straight away, and then every now and again you find that one of these hooks up. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I've just got the one cod which I showed you, the smaller one, and then yeah, just rattled by these. So I think that's the way this session's going to go, but we'll see if we can pick up another cod if we get another bait out there. Go and get this one back in the water. Well, that's pretty much time now. Unfortunately, it hasn't been as successful as last year. We just got absolutely plagued by the coldies. So we've got that one cod, which isn't going to do much for the weigh-in, so I'm not going to place anywhere in the comp, but get nice fish and chips out of that tomorrow, so it's not too bad. So yeah, the total catch in the end was 2 cod, landed 3 coldies. I didn't show you the other one on the camera, and then just umpteen bites of bait thieving coldies, just every sort of 5 minutes pulling it in, bait stripped, nothing. So a bit of a shame, but not to worry, it's still good to be back out. Hopefully we get some decent swell and the temperature drops back down again soon and get some good conditions down near us locally. But yeah, thanks for coming along for the video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll be back out seeing if we can get closer to that PB and another time when the weather allows us. So I'm going to start this long hike back to the car park, well, up the cliff first and then back to the car park, get back home and get ready for the next session. All right, thanks again, see you soon, bye.